get off into it, making sure we are live on all platforms, and we are. Everything is green, so I believe we good to go. That being said, let's get off into it, yeah? So, what's going on? What's going on today? What's going on today, right? Well, let's talk about it, man. Me is Tatiana, this influencer, this young, what they like to call Afro-Latina young lady that done got caught up in this craziness, man. And it's not just that, it's a lot of other things going on with this immigration that just, it's making the news, but it ain't making enough news. You know what I mean? I did a story a couple of days, like last week or so, about the young man, Brian Buckle, who was released from a California correctional facility, 62-year-old brother, and was handed over to ISIS and transported to their facility by a private security firm, which is all kinds of wrong when you get off into it. Security companies can't transport inmates, fugitives, or suspects. We detain and hold you for law enforcement. They do all the transporting. So I always found that kind of strange. And what also was strange is that the California correctional facility handed the man over to ICE when they said that they're not cooperating with ICE. Ain't that what they said? They said that. We all was there when they said it. You know, Karen Bass's office and all the rest of these politicians, you know, in Los Angeles. This is the claim that they made. Nonetheless, this brother was, you know, snatched up like that. So yeah, we are curious, and we're getting more curious. Look, man, don't get it twisted, don't make no mistakes about anything, man. I love my Latino family. I love my primos, I love my Crips, I love my Bloods, I love my Power Rules, I love my Hoovers. I love all my family. The thing about it is, when family don't act like family, you gotta give them some goddamn space. And as long as the wood is your brother, we can't be brothers. And that's a problem. As long as y'all in that penitentiary stabbing up my family, as long as y'all on the streets trying to bang on my family, getting into my family, coming and moving in our neighborhoods, thinking y'all run things and, you know, flooding us out and everybody, you know, on some foolishness, dog. We can't be family. As long you can't be my primo and my prima. As long as y'all under the influence of the gringo, you know, the wood is your brother, even though he's set tripping on you hard as fuck right now. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you understand you not white, because y'all love putting that white on y'all census. But y'all proud to be brown. I just don't get y'all, man. Love y'all to death, man, but it's like y'all radical revolutionaries are missing. I don't see no Latinos that are like the Brown Berets were. I don't see no Latinos that remind me of none of the OG revolutionaries that ran with the Black Panthers and had our back in the day. I don't see y'all no more. You know what I mean? So all I see is simulation prone essays that try y'all best to adjacent yourselves with the gringo. I gotta break it down to y'all, man. Jesus Cristo no Blanco, Jesus Cristo Moreno, Blanco el Diablo, and you know it. That's what bothered me about y'all, man. But I'm digressing. Let's get off into the videos, dog. We gotta put the show on the road. I gotta let y'all see what I have seen, so y'all understand why I'm feeling like I'm feeling. Because there's more to go to it than that. As a commercial driver, as a Class A truck driver who went through trucking school, there's other parts to this here immigration thing, man. These CDLs getting handed out to people that didn't earn them. Didn't go to school like I did. Didn't pay the $2,000 some odd dollars, almost $3,000, whatever it was. You understand? Didn't do the hours, didn't learn how to inspect the vehicle, didn't learn how to properly test your air brakes, didn't do none of the proper stuff. But they got CDLs because they was able to pay some money, and they got a relative or two that work in the DMV and got that hookup. And everybody that's from LA know it go down in Cali like that. It's a million people running around with CDLs from California that didn't go to school. But yeah, man, let's get off into the stories. Matter of fact, I want to make sure I got them both, because my girl Pink Book, you know, she hit the nail on the head too. So we're gonna add her to the mix. Shouts out to Pink Book. We're gonna be using some of her video, and shouts out to my man, my other buddy, Street TV. Love them both, man. And I want everybody to understand this program is sponsored by the Social Solutions Institute, man. And we do what we do under the Copyright Act of 1976. Fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and or research. And that's how we operate, and that's why we operate, right? And yeah, that being said, man, before we get off into the video, we want to make sure we give all praises to the Most High God. One more time, one more again, since I'm on these other channels, we want to make sure we call Allah, Yahweh, at every given opportunity, because we wake up and we take a breath, we have opportunity, I reckon, right? So let's get off into it, dog. I don't want to keep y'all waiting too long, dog. We want to check these videos out, dog. So we on our way, man. We on our way. Transition, transmute to the fiery phoenix. If y'all didn't know anything about that, y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. Boom.
Ever since Donald Trump became president, he vowed to go after illegal immigrants, illegal migrants coming up through Mexico, coming up through Florida, through Texas. He vowed to get them out of the country. He vowed to get rid of birthright citizenship, where they're using them here illegally, come here, have babies, and the babies can be legal and give them some type of ground to stay. He wanted to get rid of all these things because they're coming here, they're violating the law, they're doing all kinds of stuff, right? They come in here, they're being afforded all kinds of rights here in America where they're illegal, and they're taking jobs away from American citizens, and they're getting rights and different things that's supposed to be for American citizens is going to them. So Donald Trump vowed to get rid of all that. But one of these immigrants, illegal immigrants, was a Colombian woman named Tatiana Martinez. Tatiana Martinez was, she's become a well-known TikToker. She's riding around doing a lot of videos from her Tesla. She's being very disrespectful towards ICE. Now, mind you, this woman is illegal, right? She's being disrespectful towards ICE. She's telling people to dox ICE agents. Now, mind you, the ICE agents, they have masks on, and they're trying to cover their identity. But she's telling people to find out who they are and dox them, as if ICE isn't going to come and find you. Well, she met her day. Now, there's a lot of things going on with these illegal migrants coming to this country. They're breaking the law. They're doing a lot of stuff. But they finally ran down on her and caught her, and this happened.
Tatiana Martinez, an illegal alien from Colombia residing in Los Angeles, who built a career on social media by doxing ICE agents and urging her followers to harass and impede them, has been arrested during a live stream in her Tesla. Not surprisingly, Miss Martinez made quite a scene, screamed something in Spanish, and forcibly resisted arrest by federal agents. Moreover, her wig apparently flew off while ICE officers wrestled her to the ground, compounding the embarrassment and humiliation. Ms. Martinez will almost surely be deported, and her efforts to impede and harass ICE officers and then resist arrest may lead to criminal charges as well. No word yet on whether the wig will go with her or be permitted to remain in the United States.
Yeah, you're wrong for that, though. You're very wrong for that.
Perhaps in a museum somewhere. I'm Joseph Pavino, America First immigration and business attorney based in Miami and serving clients worldwide. Follow for more.
Hey, Tatiana. Bring that ass to the front. Did you really think that ICE agents and the federal government was just going to allow you to spew your hatred and obstruct ICE agents by doxing them? No, you should have known better. I mean, because if there's anything you should know about ICE, is they are great at tracking people. They are great at tracking criminals. That's what you are. How does it feel now to have your 3 hots in a cot? Now you got a one-way ticket to Alligator Alcatraz, and you can tell us all how the ride is. And let this be a lesson to all of you who want to try to put ICE agents in harm's way by trying to out their personal information and get them harmed. That is a crime. You're committing a crime. And unlike the last 4 years of the Biden administration, this administration is big on law and order. And I'm going to put it point blank plain. We ain't having that shit.
But with all that going on, there was bigger things going on behind the scenes that these immigrants was doing. They were running all kinds of illegal rings, right? Now we're finding out that they had a ring where they was giving phony CDLs and driver's license to migrants so they can come here and work, but they didn't have the proper training, and people was unalived, right? And this is something that's happening all across America. You got a lot of motorists that's on the highway.
But I guarantee you, I bet you, what did my boy say? 6 bit to a, what he said, 6 bits to a bottle of piss. However that white boy said it, that most of these illegal CDLs, I guarantee you, man, I would make a fat ass wager that those licenses are coming out of California. Guaranteed.
Or the byways driving, and they can encounter an illegal migrant that came here that's driving a truck that didn't have the proper training, and it can cost you your life. So the brother Donnie on Time, about a month ago, he made this video.
They just got caught up in Florida for issuing CDLs to undocumented immigrants, commercial driver license to undocumented immigrants, and they did not pass any tests. They just gave them money for these licenses. And it was thousands of undocumented immigrants that they gave these CDLs to without passing any tests. And come to find out, they was using local businesses, pretending like they was helping these immigrants file paperwork, but instead, these businesses was used for illegal transactions. 8 people was in on this scheme, and they found $120,000 in one of their apartments, cash. And
Guaranteed, these are only some people that have gotten caught. Guaranteed, all over the country, every other state, this is going down. These folks just got sloppy and they got busted.
Getting these commercial driver's licenses is no easy task. You have people spending thousands of dollars to go to school just to pass these tests.
Facts.
And I can only imagine this is not only in Florida. It's just that Florida got busted. You know what I'm saying? Florida is the one that got caught. But I'm pretty sure this is nationwide.
Guaranteed.
This is going on all over the place, not just Florida.
Now the police and the FBI made a big bust and a big ring that was going on with these organizations. When they come here, they would form their organizations and they illegal, and they was running a whole ring selling driver's license and CDLs, right? I mean, it gets real crazy. And the FBI, ICE, Donald Trump, and
they tie it all up in the housing authority in LA too, because they looking out for their folks. Black people going to the housing authority office and they ain't getting no kind of support, no kind of help. And then whoever can hear this can have whatever kind of feelings you want. I got personal relationships with folks that done went down there that's struggling like a mug, and oh, well, you didn't get our email and we reached out to you, and oh, you didn't get the letter. Homeless people thought they supposed to be helping homeless. I did that same thing. Folks get off into these businesses, get off into these state and then federal agencies, and they say, they start looking out for their folks. I can't really be mad because they low-key doing what they supposed to do, because if it's there for you to take advantage, hey, you're not documented. Why not take advantage? I understand.
they're working together to bust this stuff up, because this ain't something that just happened. These are things that's been going on in this country for some time now. Check this out.
Shortcuts. These were intentional acts of corruption where individuals paid bribes in exchange for skipping critical safety evaluations. The investigation also led us to arrest 5 additional individuals who are acting as brokers running local businesses that claim to assist with immigration paperwork, but instead arranged illegal transactions and funneled aliens from as far away as Miami to obtain licenses fraudulently. Let me be clear that putting untested, unqualified drivers, especially those with commercial licenses, on our roads is an unacceptable risk to every family in this state. These licenses were essentially sold, not earned. That means we have individuals on the road, possibly operating tractor trailers, who never demonstrated the basic skills to do so safely. It's not a paperwork issue. It's a direct threat to highway safety and a betrayal of the public trust.
Oh, y'all finna see that threat to safety in a minute. Keep watching, folks.
The scope of this investigation: yesterday we seized over $120,000 in illicit proceeds tied to this operation. Evidence suggests that hundreds, if not more than 1,000 fraudulent driver's licenses were issued as part of this scheme. It's been ongoing for over 2 years, and as this investigation is continuing
to be ongoing and will expand statewide as we work to identify those who receive licenses illegally and hold all parties accountable. Each license issued could result in felony criminal charges for the license holder, and our investigation will be expanded by our state partners to hold these individuals accountable. A search warrant was executed yesterday at a business in Callaway called Cubamax, which is involved in processing immigration documents. Again, I want to commend the outstanding teamwork and partnership of our investigators. It's a multi-agency effort with close coordination between law enforcement, the tax collector's office, and other state and takes to root out corruption and protect our citizens. I'd also like to commend our tax collector, Chuck Perdue. As soon as he was made aware of this investigation, he became an investigator himself. He worked with us closely to make sure that these individuals were held accountable. Certainly a difficult situation when individuals in your office choose to do the wrong thing, but the important part is that we hold them accountable when we do that. So, Chuck, thank you for your efforts. So I want to talk about the individuals that we arrested. The tax collector employees are Bansele Velazou, age 37, of Panama City, charged with 9 counts of DMV employee issuing a fraudulent.
Let's get to the meaty part. I don't want to waste too much time listening. Check it out.
Fraudulently yesterday.
So there was a situation down in Florida where an illegal migrant obtained an illegal driver's license and
Now look here, and look yonder.
CDL from California, and he was operating a truck down in Florida, and he made an illegal U-turn, and in doing so, he crashed into a van that unalived 3 people.
You dumb son of a bitch!
Now, mind you, he's one of many motorists that's on the roads across America that's riding illegally that hasn't had the proper training. I mean, this idiot buffoon tried to make a U-turn with a tractor trailer on the road. Just, oh my goodness, man. And now 3 people are gone. 3 people are finished, right?
3 people, man. Smacked right into him. There's some video footage of it that's coming up. Let's keep watching.
And this is all part of a lot of the Democratic policies, open border policies, allowing these people to come in and they running their schemes and all the things that they were doing in their countries, because a lot of those countries are flushing their toilets with all the deviants, right?
This is very true. They learned from Fidel.
And the same thing Cuba did back in the 70s. They're flushing their toilets in the early 80s, and they're allowing these all these other people to come into our country, and they're bringing all their criminality right into America. Well, this is what the news is reporting on what happened.
Another alleged deadly crime now highlighted.
Look at this. Look at that. People, man, the people didn't have a chance, yo. Watch this.
With all the deviants, right? And the same thing Cuba did back in the 70s. They're flushing their toilets in the early 80s, and they're allowing these all these other people to come into our country, and they're bringing all their criminality right into America. Well, this is what the news is reporting on what happened.
Another alleged deadly crime now highlighting President Trump's immigration crackdown.
Damn.
Watch this horrifying video. It's from Florida last week.
You dumb son of a bitch!
And it shows a minivan slamming into a semi-truck. Look at that. It's gone. Driving that truck, an illegal immigrant accused of trying a reckless U-turn across 3 lanes on a highway. Who does that?
He tried to make a U-turn from the far right, yo. As though he was on a highway with no cars. Even if it wasn't a highway like that, the high amount of speed the cars are going, you don't have the time. I don't care if you don't see no cars in your side view, rear view, backup cam if you got one, any of that. You don't.
Extradited to Florida to face 3 counts of vehicular homicide. Here's Florida's attorney.
You should not have provided this person the driver's license and a permit, not just for a car, but to drive large-scale trucks. To then drive into Florida, engage in this dangerous behavior and take the lives of 3 others is really a tragedy, but it shows how dangerous the open border policies under Obama and Biden have been that have continued to wreak havoc on communities across the country.
Our senior correspondent, Jonathan Siri, has more on this story. Hi, Jonathan.
I'm gonna stop them right there, man. But you see how he made sure that he pointed the finger directly at California and made sure you know this is your fault. And California has the widest door open to quote unquote so-called undocumented people. But like, man, we finna get off into some of these other videos, man, because like my man said, this all ends up being a problem for us, nobody else. But I want to let my girl Pink Book get in on this.
3 people are dead after a devastating crash on Florida's Turnpike. And now the truck driver responsible is facing serious charges after authorities say he made an illegal U-turn in an unauthorized location. But that's not all. He's also apparently in the country illegally. Our Jamilka Gibson joins us from Fort Pierce with the latest.
According to reports and video circulating on social media, that driver was in the cabin with a passenger when that crash happened. Now, neither one of them were injured, but unfortunately, 3 people did lose their lives. Officials are calling that driver's actions reckless.
Traffic cameras capturing some of the chaos Tuesday. Cars at standstill, bumper-to-bumper backups, and even some drivers turning around. This just moments after a tragic crash on Florida's Turnpike near mile marker 171 in Fort Pierce. Florida Highway Patrol says 28-year-old Harjinder Singh was driving a semi-truck when he made an illegal U-turn, blocking all northbound lanes. Moments later, a minivan slammed into the trailer and was wedged underneath. 3 people inside the minivan were all killed. A 30-year-old man from Florida City, a 37-year-old woman from Pompano Beach, and a 54-year-old man from Miami.
It's senseless. There's no reason. He could have gone down to the next exit, got off, went over the overpass or underpass, whichever it is, got back on the road and went the opposite direction.
Authorities say the driver entered the U.S. illegally through the southern border in 2018 and later obtained a commercial.
In 2018. Well, I tell you, with his turban and everything, man, you get pulled over by the police regularly. Everything on your car better be right, or your black ass is getting stopped. And you don't come from a country that America is looking at as a potential threat or none of that. India is could be a potential enemy to the United States down the pipe because, you know, they're part of that brick. You understand? But they don't get the harassment that we get. Or perhaps people like this, cats like him, probably would have got, you know, caught up in the dragnet before he cost these people their lives.
Commercial license in California. Grant Maxey has been driving trucks for 30 years and says more needs to be done to prevent these kinds of trucking tragedies.
It's been a big problem in the last 5 to 8 years with it. It really is. There's a lot more people that are holding CDLs that cannot speak or read English, and it's causing major problems.
Singh has been arrested and is being charged with 3 counts of vehicular homicide. The Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles releasing this statement, which reads in part, "He will no longer be able to damage and destroy the lives of Floridians and visitors."
Now, Singh is currently being held in a California jail, and an ICE detainer has been issued. Reporting in Fort Pierce, Jamilka Gibson, CBS 12 News.
Take a look at this stupid fool. This illegal criminal wasn't even supposed to be in the country. But not only
You dumb son of a bitch!
did he break into the country, he went to California where Gavin Newsom and all them, they're fighting for illegals every day while pushing actual citizens out of the state, making it so unbearable they have to leave for Nevada, Arizona, Washington State, and Texas.
Is she lying? Y'all come on, y'all tell me, is she lying? Yeah, well, California is hemorrhaging people.
Have to run into all these other states while he's up there with Karen Bass and the rest of them, maintaining these sanctuary cities, got the cape on for these people, handing out licenses to illegals, and not just regular licenses. They're giving
and handing brothers over to ISIS, 62-year-old brothers coming out of the pen. You handing them over to ICE. And holding him another 36 days, making him prove that he's a citizen. How many other black folks y'all doing that to under y'all suspicion due to biometric evidence? What, he had an accent, motherfucker? So does this dude. He ain't been gaffled up, but you got brothers that you grabbing in Cali where y'all not cooperating and handing them over to ICE. Get the fuck out of here with that weak shit, yo.
Giving them commercial licenses, totally destroying the industry, driving down rates, stealing jobs, and making our roads more dangerous. Take a look. This idiot was driving on the Florida Turnpike in Fort.
Look at that, man. Look, that car didn't have they was going too fast. And you actually have people making comments saying, well, they could have tried to avoid it. No, big truck turns right in front of you and you doing about 60, 70. You can lock them brakes up, man. You finna smack that. You finna hit that.
Pierce when he tried to make an illegal U-turn across the whole turnpike to go the other way. Instead of getting his dumb self off the turnpike and re-entering, the common sense way of doing things, the safe way, he decided to do this instead. Just plain stupidity and laziness. He probably didn't want to drive the extra time to the next exit because they're so spaced out, that could have easily added another 30 to 45 minutes onto his trip. But instead of learning his lesson on paying attention and making sure you get off at the right exit, he decided to make the dumbest, deadliest decision that took the lives of 3 people. And to think you still have fools up here supporting these illegals saying, oh, it's not a big deal. They need a driver's license to get back to their family safely at night.
For those immigrants that don't have a pathway to obtain legal status, having a driver's license could mean the difference between getting home from work safely to their children, to their wives or husbands, and not.
Okay, well, what about these 3 people that just got knocked off by this fool that wasn't even supposed to be operating any vehicle at all, especially a tractor trailer carrying 80,000 pounds? What words do you have for their families? And then he was so nonchalant, a stone cold killer. After the
look at the look on the dude's face, man.
You dumb son of a bitch!
He just looking like ain't nothing even happened. Look at it. Look how he looking. He just killed 3 people, bro. Like, look at that. It's like nothing has happened.
I want more! There's Mr. Coach for you. You're fired!
Get your punk ass out of here, man. On me, dog. Look at his face. It's like nothing has happened. Triple homicide, bro.
accident, he was acting like it was just another day in India, like nothing ever happened. Those 3 souls he took, no remorse whatsoever.
Another alleged deadly crime now highlighting President Trump's immigration crackdown. Watch this horrifying video. It's from Florida last week, and it shows.
Okay, look, that's a serious accident. And look, it's like he don't even look like nothing even happened. Bow! He just sitting there looking like, oh damn, that's fucked up. Man, these people are dead, bro.
Shows a minivan slamming into a semi-truck. Look at that. It's gone. Driving that truck, an illegal immigrant accused of trying a reckless U-turn across 3.
Hey, man, hey. Like I said, love my primos, love all of y'all, man. Colombia, Venezuela, Belize, Panama, Honduras, Guatemala, Peru, Chile. Love all of y'all, man. But the last thing y'all should be doing is coming across that border if you make it and beefing with black people in America. Last thing you should be doing. All of your family over here that talk that crap about us, don't mess with them, don't hang with them, don't date them. You better ignore that shit. Be the best friends y'all ever had in this country. Just like in past times, y'all were the best friends we ever had in this country. Sad that it's not like that no more, but over the last 30 years, the relationship, that loving relationship between black and Latino or Chicano or whatever you want to call it, it's just not been doing that good. I love my Puerto Rican family. At least it seems like the Puerto Ricans, like they the ones that stay the downest with us, but you got racist ass Puerto Ricans too. That's racist towards black folk. Believe it or not, I don't think there are a heavy number of them, but you got them. You understand? Bottom line, nobody got no business acting like they got an issue with black folks. We didn't set the policies. We didn't do none of it. We don't got no control over nothing that's happening to any of y'all right now. For the most part, our people voted for the bitch that was going to, like, so-called try to protect y'all from this. More Latinos voted for Trump. than black people did. So yeah, shot yourself in the foot with that one. But that's that whole, the wood is your brother. The wood is your brother. Jesus Cristo no Blanco. Jesus Cristo Moreno. Get that through your head, primo. The sooner you do, the better. Breeding out your melanin. Telling your kids don't sleep with nobody darker than them. Don't have kids by nobody darker than them. Little secrets of y'all that done came out over the years. How anti-nigra you is. You know, the pinche mayate, you know. Not good, man. But look, you got stuff like this going on that ain't helping none of y'all case at all. But hey, man, I'm just reporting the information because my job is to come out here and tell everybody what's going on. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. And pretty much, folks, that's what's going on, man. This is crazy, man, but it is still what's going on. It is what it is. Hurts my feelings to see anybody lose their life, anything like that, man. But hey, we got to do better, man. We got to do better. I wish that it was like the 80s, man, when blacks and Latinos like still had each other back, man, banging the same neighborhoods and all of that. I ain't saying banging is cool. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, I look at all of this with my family the same way as the cancer, the sickness that we're dealing with. When it comes to my Latino family, any beef you got with your primos, that's a problem. You understand? Because we not responsible for nothing that the gringos did to you or is doing to you. But you in the penitentiary partnering with them and you ain't allowed to speak with us or sit down and eat with us. Not cool, man. So as long as that wood is your brother, we can't be brothers. Nothing personal, but kind of is what it is, man. I mean, you know. And then when it come to my Crip and Blood family, man, my Power Rule family, my Hoover family, we can't be family like we supposed to, long as y'all running around here talking about, nigga, I hate niggas. I don't hate black people. Of course you do. You banging, right? Yeah, okay, well, you hate black people. What? Don't you know I kill black people? Yes, that's the point I'm making. You murder your own. You hate other black people. I have no business being too, aligned with you. Can two men walk together unless they be agreed? No, they can't. And we do not agree. I'm a wrecking boy, man. So is my master. He's going to level all this. He's going to raise it all to the foundation. None of this is going to be like it is. And what you see is not going to be here. And what you see is not going to be what you get no more. If you understand what I'm saying. But on some real stuff, man, hey, I'm with him. And I'm with them. And if you don't know who them is, hey, do some studying, man. That's how I want to be in that number. When those brothers have the take those heathens and bind them in chains. This will be the pleasure of all his saints. That's what the master says. He said he gonna give me dominion. He gonna give us dominion over all the nations of the earth. We're gonna rule them with a rod of iron, and we shall break them into shivers. Like vessels, we shall break them into shivers. Hey, these are the promises of Christ. I want that stuff. Keep the laws the best I can and try my best to live my life a certain way because I'm looking forward to the other side. Living to God, I die to live again, 360 degrees. Comprehend. Yeah. Hey, man, I love y'all to death, love y'all to life, man. Thank y'all for tuning in into tonight's show. But I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, man, especially when it comes to all of this stuff, when it comes to our people, man. Some real stuff, man. We got to do better, dog. We got no business in this day and age. Our young people got no business running around here talking about, hey, homie, where you from? That's a question that shouldn't even be asked amongst us right now. With all the trouble that Jacob finna be looking at in a minute, it's only gonna get worse. Have y'all noticed all of this negative stuff that's being pushed down by the government ain't really supposed to affect us, but somehow we feeling some kind of pain from it too? Probably more so than others. 7% of the so-called undocumented illegals that are in the United States can pass with quote unquote or be certified as quote unquote black. 7%, but 20% of the undocumented people facing deportation can be classified as quote unquote black. Got to keep in mind, man, we all up through there. When you're the far south, you're going further south, you go into Mexico, you start seeing real dark people, darker than what you ever would imagine. You got the mestizos that's closer to the border, you know, the ones who was giving their daughters to the gringos. So a lot of them are close to the border. They racist as hell in Mexico. If you do some research, you'll find out, man, they racist as hell in Mexico. Shouldn't be that way, because they wasn't always that way. But that's what happened. That's what happens when you have a Jewish president. How the fuck does that happen? Talo Yehudi, right there in your fucking presidential palace. A Tasha a Tamamzir, a Dumi Kalep, sitting in y'all palace. Is y'all proud to be brown, but you want to be white? Man, let me get my ass away. Hey, I'm just talking about what's going on. You don't agree, you don't have to, but respect my right to be able to say what I want and express myself and have my opinion in the United Snakes of Amnesia. That's all I'm saying, man. Thanks for tuning in once again with your boy, the Bam Bam Belly Young, one of Watt's 3 favorite sons, man. Representing the East Side Oz, because the East Side is ours, and we take care of ours. Shouts out to all my beloved, man, and Watts that's still doing that work, man, with the gang intervention and things. I heard we had some terrible things that just went on, man. Some shootings in Jordan Downs, man, and another young man over towards the Front Street side of town. And I'm hearing about all the little Bruins and little beefs, man. And it's like, Watts don't make no sense to have any beef in Watts. Everybody in Watts is kin, especially if you're black. You related. Man, there was so many babies made during the gang. Y'all all kin folks at this point. It shouldn't be no beef in Watts at all, man. Shouldn't be nobody getting shot or none of that. Not in Watts. Compton really either. You know what I'm saying? We all have to coming together like that. It don't make no sense for any kind of folly to be going on, man. But it is what it is, man. Shouts out to my loved ones, man. Like I said, that's out there putting in that work in the four corners. Shouts out to my boy Big 6'4" over in that Nickerson Garden area, and Donnie and Hank and my girl Chica and them all over there in that part of town. Shouts out to my boy Bobby Yaya, he up in here. You know what I'm saying? My boy King Snipe, my girl's sister, 8-Ball, Dub C, over in that bull side, funny side, jungle side of town. Y'all know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man Dawu, Big Lowdown. You know what I'm saying? Over in that part of town. My boy Ziggy, he up in here right now. The ambassador, got the ambassador store, man. All that Watts merchandise, man. Go buy you really love Watts. Stop by my man's store on the 3rd and go get you a t-shirt or something, man. He got all that Watts, beautiful Watts garments up in there. But yeah, man, shouts out to my brothers over that way that's still part of the movement, man, after 30 years, man. Shouts out to my man, the Silver Dollar Brand Noodles, and my boy Big Stay Ready, man, is doing their thing over in the Hacienda part of town. My boy Solo over in the Circles, man. My man Dito, my man Lil Joke, y'all cats, man. All those old school OG cats, man. Hey, man. Shh. Truth is, we know better, man, and we need to act like it, dog. Giving out love to every one of y'all as I greet you all in peace, man, and giving all praises to the Most High God. We do so in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, HaMashiach, Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Tawadawa Yahweh, Baraknawa Yahweh, Kwam Yasharala. Hallelujah. Love y'all to death, love y'all to life, man. Whether it be here in the kingdom, we gonna all see each other again, man. It's only a matter of time, man. My Lord gonna level this place, man. It ain't gonna be long now, man. We just gotta wait a little while longer, man. But you can look at the condition of Babylon and know this ain't gonna be much longer. You know, it's gonna be over with. But until then, and before then, it's gonna come a point where every one of us gonna need each other, man. So we need to get our shit together, lose the bullshit attitude, stop acting like you got some kind of personal bull crap reason to not work with people for the betterment of your community and your people. That shit is killing us. It's hurting us. It's been killing us for decades. But like my man 6'4" said, they always give the right thing to the wrong damn people, man, on wrecking, dog. But yeah, man, signing out of YouTube, man. Love y'all, man. Till next time, man.